Hey guys, welcome to Restobin. My name is Kushal, and in this video I'm going to show you how to log in into your WordPress for the first time, and also I will be giving you the walkthrough of the dashboard, what all tabs and the menus are available, and apart from that, what is the important settings that you need to do after the first time login. So let me open the article. So I already written an article here detailing about everything that we are going to cover today. Like my previous videos, this is also a part of WordPress Cloud series. So recently we installed WordPress on the LEM stack, so you can find the video and the article in the description below. So in this, what we're going to do is we're going to first log in into our WordPress and then walk you through the dashboard and then make some preliminary changes in the WordPress. So without further ado, let's get started. This is the second tab that I opened. So to log in into WordPress, what you need to do is you need to visit the WP admin folder, type in your URL and WP admin. So in my case, it's demo.restobin.com/WP admin. So we'll just copy it and paste it in this URL here. So this is asking me to log in, so I already have my username and password saved in the Google passwords, so just remember me and log in. So let me walk you through the dashboard now. So this is the dashboard, and here are a couple of the widgets that are there. So when you log in for the first time, this widget will be appearing, welcome to WordPress, and it will show you what all the next steps you can do, as well as what are the more actions that you need to do. So in our case, let's just give a walkthrough of it. So this is the dashboard, and the next is the post tab, in which you can write the articles and post. You can even manage categories, tags, and categorize all the post. Here, this is the playground in the WordPress blogging, where you can actually blog the post. The next is the media tab, in which you can upload files, as well as different kind of videos, PDFs, etc., and you can manage the entire media library from this folder. The pages is something which is quite different than the posts. The pages are basically the static pages, like about us page, contact page, and different types of pages that we are going to change once in a blue moon, not in a regular basis. The posts are something which you are going to post on regular basis, and these may also get updated, so this based on your requirement. Comments is a section where you can manage all the comments that you receive on your blog post. So by default, the WordPress enables the commenting feature on the blog post, so you can disable that in the later part. I can show that. The appearance is where you can change the skin and the theme of the WordPress, so you can even add widgets, menus, and edit the theme in the backend. Like if you want to modify some structure of how the title and the content is looking, so you can do that in theme editor. So WordPress has a lot of plugins which power us up the WordPress. It enhances the feature. So there are like almost more than a millions of WordPress plugins that are there in the WordPress repository. So you can download it from the WordPress repository, or even if you have any website that sells the WordPress plugins, you can just go and add it in from this section. Users is where it's available for the administrator, where you can manage the users, like what all users are there actually signed up in your WordPress, and you can visit your profile and see how your profile look like. So tools, these are something which are not really used in every day. These are like, say suppose like if you want to import the blog post from your external source like Blogspot, or you want to export, you want to check the site health, export or erase the personal data. So all these tools are available in the tools section. So moving on to the settings, which is the most important. In the settings, there are certain other sub-settings, sub-menus, like general, writing, reading, discussion. So each setting has a different options that are given in particular settings. In this video, we are also going to focus on some of the basic settings that we need to do after logging into the first time into your WordPress. So So let's start off with the general settings, which is this one. So in general settings, you can set up the site title, tagline, the WordPress URL, the site URL, the email address which is used for the admin purpose, like if WordPress has been updated or if there are any pending plugins that need to be updated. So you will get the email, the membership. So since the WordPress can be run as a membership site, so by default it's disabled, but just in case if it's enabled, and if you don't want anyone to register on your blog, then you can just go uncheck this one. And the new user default role is subscriber, which is good. So there are other roles in which you can add the users from the users tab. So you can add as a editor, author, contributor, and each role has a different level of permissions on each of these tabs. So if you are very new to this, then just search in Google or find out some articles like what all these different roles have permissions to do. Site language is something that we set up when we were installing the WordPress. In this I selected English and United States as my site language. Time zone is something that you need to set after installing. So my time zone is plus 5:30. I am based out of India, so I will just go and select plus 5:30 here. And the date format that you want to have, so I would be leaving it as it is. I have no problem. And the start week, we'd start on Monday, that's fine. So let's save the changes. Next is the discussion. So discussion is basically like the comments that you want to receive on the blog post. So there are a lot of options available here. I'm not going to take you through the entire options here, just basic things like emailing. So if you get annoyed with a lot of emails, you can just select this option. And how the comments to be appear, so does the person should be manually approved each comment, or the comment author must have the the pre-approved comments in the comments. So this is there. This is the option where the comment author must fill the name and the email ID, so this should be there. So name and email ID, if you're not taking these two in consideration, then you might receive a lot of spammy comments, so make sure that you have this. And there are some comment moderation, like if you want to add some words that are matching, then it will go into the moderation. And the comment backlist, like person or the commenter is using some offensive words and you want to blacklist them, then you can just put those words in here. Display avatars, so if you check here in this blog post and open here, so this is called as avatar, which is nothing but the profile picture for that particular commenter. So if you want to enable or disable, to show or disable the avatar, you can just enable or disable this checkbox based on your need. So let me just save this setting as well. So we have something called as media settings. So in this, what you can do is you can adjust the thumbnail size, the medium size and the large size. So these are three types of image files. So whenever you upload image in the WordPress, will create multiple sizes of the that particular images. So here in this option, you can select what size that image to be cropped into, or that image to be resized into. Lastly, we have an option here to organize my uploads into month and the year based folders. I personally don't prefer this one, so let me make this changes. Permalinks. So this is the most important part in this setting. So by default, WordPress has the permalink setup, like your website name, the year, the month and the date, and this post name or the post slug URL. So this is not recommended to have a lot of numbers or the lot of values between the post name and the root domain name. So what I'm going to suggest is you can use something which is more close to your domain name and the post name, instead of having this all multiple numbers or values. Demo.restore bin / the post name, whatever the post name is. So once you make these changes, just hit on the save So here you can see the URL is currently with year, month, day, and the post URL. So if I go back to the home page and visit this, so the permalink structure has changed into the URL only. So this is how you can adjust your permalink, and the privacy is recently added, so you can just create a privacy policy document or a page and you can publish. This has been really important after the GDPR compliance, but yeah, you should create this one. So this is the settings that you need to follow. So I have mentioned everything in this blog post. So lastly, like you saw that there are a couple of posts and the comments which I haven't posted yet. So this is the default dummy post, and there is a comment. So these all things are added by default in WordPress after installation. So what you can do is you can just go and delete this items which are not really important and not really needed. So once our setup is done, what we can do is you can just go and visit this post tab to delete post and just trash it. Next there will be one in the page. So this is the privacy policy. It's up to you whether to keep it or delete it. So this is a sample post. Let me open that. So this is a sample post with a sample text, and this is not really required. So what you can do is you can delete this as well. There was one comment, so comment got deleted because we have deleted the post which had that comment. So that is there. And plugins. So WordPress is pre-installed with the two plugins. One is the Akismet, which is the anti-spam plugin, and which is really great. You just need to add the API, and there is another plugin which is called Hello Dolly. This plugin has no use at all. So what you can do is you can just delete this plugin if you don't want. I would suggest you to keep this and have the API key integration, which I would be covering in the next video. So once everything is done, just go and see your website. So everything is cleaned up now. So there are no posts, no comments, and no pages. So this is the meta which we are going to take care in the upcoming videos. So yeah, that's it guys. This is all about the WordPress dashboard, as well as the primary setups that we need to do and we need to take care about. This is really important. And most importantly, always make sure that you update your WordPress to the latest version. So currently the version is 5.2.2. so whenever the latest version is coming up, just go and update to the latest version. It also includes whether the updates are for plugins or the themes. Just go and update it, because keeping the WordPress, the entire system updated will protect it from all the security and hacking issues. Okay, that's all guys. Let me know if you have any comments in the below comment section, and cheers, see you soon. Thanks guys.